What if every NFL team swapped their quarterback with their rival team? You guys can see what team every single quarterback got swapped to right here. Pause the video if you need, but other than that, let's get straight into the video. Okay, let's go over some pairings I really want to keep my eye on. Like, could Dak actually make it work with the Eagles super team? Could Patrick Mahomes save the Raiders from literal hell? Lamar Jackson with Mike Tomlin on the Steelers is such a good combo. With Josh Allen's throw power and Tyreek Hill's speed, I cannot wait to see how this duo does. And lastly, I want to see if the Chiefs can still be dominant, but with Geno Smith at quarterback. There are so many potential crazy storylines here, and we are just gonna have to figure them out for ourselves. Let's simulate to the playoffs. Let me know down below in the comments right now what team and rival quarterback combination you think is going to win the Super Bowl. Okay, we're going to start by checking out the stats, and then we'll look at the playoff matchups. Tua Tagovailoa on the Bills is going to lead the league in passing yards. I did not see that coming. For touchdowns, we have Geno Smith on the Chiefs. Maybe it is Andy Reid, but he did throw 19 interceptions. Anthony Richardson on the Titans threw for 27 interceptions. This was probably the worst pairing of any team in the entire video. Okay, let's just see if there's anything else that sticks out. JJ McCarthy on the Lions did pretty well. Penix on the Saints did pretty well. Drake May on the Jets threw for 37 touchdowns. Deshaun Watson on the Bengals had 16 INTs, aka incidental nut taps. Patrick Mahomes actually had a pretty good year, nothing crazy, 37, 29 touchdowns and 8 picks. But without further ado, let's take a look at the playoff picture. The 1 seed in the AFC goes to Lamar Jackson in the Steelers, and the 1 seed in the NFC goes to Jalen Hurts in the Cowboys. Dak Prescott must have literally killed the Eagles. They didn't even make the playoffs. Patrick Mahomes actually sneaks into the playoffs, and he's going to be taking on Josh Allen and the Miami Dolphins in the first round. And Geno Smith on the Chiefs are going to be taking on the Broncos and Justin Herbert. Anthony Richardson, after throwing for 27 interceptions, is going to make the playoffs, and they're going to be taking on the Buffalo Bills and Tua Tagovailoa. Brock Purdy and the 2 seed Seattle Seahawks are going to be taking on the 7 seed Jared Goff. The JJ McCarthy-led Lions are going to be taking on the Jayden Daniels-led Giants. And for the 4 and 5 seed, we have Michael Penix versus Caleb Williams. Okay, I'm going to pick 1 game from the AFC and 1 game from the NFC to simcast, and then we'll just simulate the other ones. On the NFC, let's watch JJ McCarthy versus Jayden Daniels. I feel like that'll be a really fun one. And on the AFC, we have to see if Patrick Mahomes on the Raiders can somehow beat Tyreek Hill and Josh Allen teaming up on the Dolphins. Okay, let's hop into our first wild card matchup. Okay, JJ McCarthy actually seems like a fit for the Lions and what they're trying to do. And then Malik Neighbors teaming back up with Jayden Daniels. That is so fire. And it's going to be a close game here. It is 17-17 here as we approach it and go into the 4th quarter. Time is ticking down. 59 seconds remaining, and Jayden Daniels and Malik Neighbors and the Giants are down by 7. I'm not going to lie, it is not looking good for the Giants at all whatsoever here with the game on the line. Has good time. He's going to scramble out to the right. He's going to get sacked. The clock is going to run. 4th and 7. They need a first down and probably to get out of bounds. This could be the last play of the game. It's intercepted. The Giants are going to lose. Daniels gets shed off. He tries to make the tackle, but this game is over painfully. The Giants, it was a great run, but you are eliminated. Now for the AFC Simcast game, we have Patrick Mahomes and the Raiders versus Josh Allen and the Bills. Let me know your predictions right now. Patrick Mahomes has statistically had Josh Allen's number in these matchups, but with the current teams, I have no idea how this is going to go. The Miami Dolphins should undoubtedly win this game. They went 15-2 during the regular season, but Patrick Mahomes, we know how much of a playoff performer he is, and they're going to go by a lot. Josh Allen scored back. It is an unbelievable upset. 24-10. Josh Allen and the Bills get absolutely shocked. He looks tough wearing number 8. I'm not going to lie, but you are eliminated. Patrick Mahomes on the Raiders puts the team on his back, though. Okay, now it's time to simulate the other 4 wildcard round matchups. So let's go see who pulled off the dub. Okay, so we obviously knew that the Lions won and the Raiders already won, but the Kansas City Chiefs and Geno Smith are going to beat the Broncos with Justin Herbert. And Tua Tagovailoa's playoff career gets worse. He goes out sad with the Buffalo Bills, and somehow Anthony 27 interception Richardson is going to win this game, putting up 30 points. Look, I mean, he did his thing. He threw for a touchdown, no picks. Brock Purdy will move on, eliminating Jared Goff and the Vikings. And then down here, Michael Penix and the Saints is going to be Caleb Williams and the Packers. Now for the divisional round matchups, if Patrick Mahomes can take one of the worst teams in the league and then beat Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson on good teams, Boom. This is definitely where Anthony Richardson's Cinderella story ends. He's definitely going to lose to the Chiefs and Geno Smith, but we'll see. Maybe he proves me wrong. On the NFC side, we have Jalen Hurts and the Cowboys versus Michael Penix and the Saints, and Brock Purdy Seahawks versus the Lions and JJ McCarthy. Let's go see if Patrick Mahomes can pull off the impossible ×2. The Steelers and Lamar Jackson are 15-2. I just don't see a world where Patrick Mahomes can pull this off, but we will see. He's down 14 points going into halftime, and it is not looking good. He will score, and we are now in the fourth quarter. He's making an insane comeback with a minute remaining. Okay, the clock is running, 30 seconds remaining. It is 3rd and 5. Lamar Jackson in the shotgun. It's going to be a handoff with the middle. He's not quite going to get there. It's 4th and 2, and they are a chip shot field goal away from beating the Patrick Mahomes-led Raiders. Clock running down, no timeouts to use. They can't even ice him. It's up. There's a flag down. What just happened? Roughing the kicker. I think he literally missed the field goal. Oh no, never mind. They made it and they declined it. And Patrick Mahomes is now facing the most impossible thing of his career. We know he's got the arm to make it that far. He's gonna make it a completion. Can we get a lateral?
Nope.
He swarmed. Mahomes only throws for 101 yards on the game, but a 14-17 loss. Lamar Jackson and the Steelers, you are moving on, and the Raiders and Patrick Mahomes, you are eliminated. We just saw Patrick Mahomes and the Raiders lose, so it is time to see if the Kansas City Chiefs and Geno Smith can catch the dub. Look, if you are an Anthony Richardson fan, I'm sorry. I have zero faith in you. Maybe you can prove me wrong here, Anthony Richardson on the Titans, but this roster is horrible, and Anthony Richardson is just not good, and this is showing it 35-7. Geno Smith and the Kansas City Chiefs are going to move on, and the Tennessee Titans, you are eliminated. There it is, 3 interceptions for Anthony Richardson. I can't say I didn't warn you or see it coming. Michael Penix and the Saints versus Jalen Hurts on the Dallas Cowboys. 15-2 Dallas Cowboys versus the 9-8 New Orleans Saints. I hope that it's a close game because I kind of want to see Jalen Hurts in the Cowboys jersey. It's actually kind of a close game. It's a 7-point game here. Coming down, they're going to tie up the game. 28 seconds remaining. Oh my gosh, but they're going to be punting it away. It was 4th down. You're always going to pull it on a read option. Jalen Hurts is going to tuck it, making moves in the open field. He's going to get them in field goal range with just 1 rush. A field goal from the 28-yard line for the Dallas Cowboys to take the lead. It is good. Michael Penix on the last play of the game. He's going to unload a bomb. He doesn't quite have the arm, and it is incomplete, and this game is over. The Cowboys move on, and the New Orleans Saints, you are eliminated. Okay, be honest with me. If you're a Cowboys fan, are you happy that you just won, or are you not happy because Jalen Hurts is on your team? Or anybody, if your team is winning but with your rival quarterback, are you like happy about that, or are you more rooting for your quarterback or your team? Let me know in the comments. Brock Purdy versus JJ McCarthy. I think the Lions are going to be able to pull this off, but I don't know. I guess Brock Purdy does have a lot of really good playoff experience, so you never really know. It seems like it's a really good high-scoring game so far. 20-14 entering the 4th quarter. 20-17 as the time is ticking down. Seattle will score, making Detroit down 3 points with 54 seconds remaining. After the PAT, JJ McCarthy and the Lions are down 4 points. They do have 3 timeouts, and they are in desperate need of a touchdown game-winning drive with their season on the line. The Lions are going to need a big chunk here. It's going to be play action. McCarthy looking, throwing, and he gets just that big completion we were talking about. After 3 straight throwaways, 4th and 10, 6 seconds remaining, empty formation. McCarthy needs to look for the end zone here. He's going to take a shot. Game on the line. It is intercepted, and the game is over. The Lions and JJ McCarthy did their best, coming this freaking close, but they are eliminated, and the Seattle Seahawks, you are moving on. And now we have the AFC Championship game and the NFC Championship game. Jalen Hurts' Cowboys, that is still so weird to say, but it's going to be taking on Brock Purdy Seahawks, and the Patrick Mahomes-less Kansas City Chiefs with Geno Smith is going to be taking the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson. We're down to the final 4. Let's get into these games. We always get the question, was it Brady or was it Belichick? Well, right now we're about to find out, is it Mahomes or is it Andy Reid? This is going to be such an insane game. Can the Kansas City Chiefs pull this off here against the Lamar Jackson-led Pittsburgh Steelers? It is tied 14-14 with a minute, and you guys already know we're hopping into this game. Geno Smith has brought his team all the way within the 5-yard line here. It's going to be a handoff to Pacheco, and he's going to get it for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson and the Pittsburgh Steelers are facing major adversity here. The number 1 seed on the line here. They're going to need a big thing, and there's DK Metcalf with the catch. Of course, this is Hurts' updated rosters just for you guys. Here's Jackson, drop back, throwing, it's knocked away. The time is bleeding down, under 30 seconds remaining, throwing to the sideline. That's a laser. Lamar Jackson wearing number 12, Tom Brady's number. He's gonna need a little bit of that magic right now. No. The fumble is brutal, and that's the way the game ends. The Kansas City Chiefs come in clutch there on defense. Lamar couldn't escape. The Kansas City Chiefs are moving on to the Super Bowl, and the Pittsburgh Steelers and Lamar Jackson are eliminated. Jalen Hurts coming off of a Super Bowl with the Eagles. Can he pull it off with the Cowboys? That might be the most surprising thing I've ever seen. The Dallas Cowboys don't win playoff games, but they're winning playoff games right now. Brock Purdy, bring your team back. He's starting to, but he will not. A 31-21 victory, and the Dallas Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl. When that came out of my mouth, it literally just doesn't feel right, but I guess that just happens when you get Jalen Hurts on your team. The Seattle Seahawks, you are eliminated. Ladies and gentlemen, your rival quarterback swap Super Bowl matchup is the Dallas Cowboys versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Jalen Hurts versus Geno Smith. Let's hop straight into the rival quarterback swap Super Bowl. Here's our quarterback face-off, Geno Smith versus Jalen Hurts, and let's get the Super Bowl underway. Dallas will score first. My prediction is that the Kansas City Chiefs will lose, but they are going to score back here. 10-10 going into halftime. Very even game, very well scoring. Kansas City's going to take the lead. 13-10, trying to shut up my prediction. No, they won't. Down by a lot. They're going to score back. They're going to get the ball back. A double-digit comeback here for the Kansas City Chiefs and Geno Smith here in the fourth quarter. They are down 5 points with 1 minute remaining. 3 timeouts, already past the 25-yard line. Geno Smith throwing over the middle. He's going to find Travis Kelce trucking his way for 9 yards, but he loses the football. It's going to be a booth review. Ladies and gentlemen, this is literally the Super Bowl on the line right now. We cannot even emphasize how big of a moment this is. I can't even tell what was happening. The ball was on his legs, but they're going to get the ball back. That might have been a controversial call. I couldn't even find a good angle of it, but he's going to pick up the first down to Worthy. It was 3rd and 1. And ladies and gentlemen, the Chiefs are 4 yards away from potentially winning the Super Bowl. Throwing, it's Travis Kelce wide open. Geno Smith, are you kidding me? But now Jalen Hurts has 46 seconds and 3 timeouts to pull off a Super Bowl miracle here for the Dallas Cowboys. He's gonna tuck it and run. It's a wide open lane. He's gonna get a good 10-yard rush there. Timeout comes in, but they're now running low on time and timeouts. Only 1 remaining. They're going to need another big play. Here's Hurts. Not good protection. He's gonna roll out of the pocket. He's gonna run for it. Jalen Hurts, he slid. What are you doing? He could have ran out of bounds or just cut it back up and got more yards, but they're gonna have to waste their last time out, and it's 3rd and 2. Here we go, Hurts. They need it. Throwing, it's caught. The clock is gonna tick. They need to spike the football. They're not gonna spike it. 10 seconds, 9 seconds. Hurts, stop making protection checks and snap the ball. 4 seconds remaining. This might be the last play of the game. Sacked and the game is over. Jalen Hurts was not able to pull it off when it mattered the most. The Cowboys are eliminated. They got so close. Cowboys take it in. You're never going to be in a Super Bowl ever again, so just remember what this feels like. But Geno Smith, you are the Super Bowl rival swap champion. Congratulations, Jalen Hurts. This one hurts, buddy, but you'll be back with the Eagles, I'm sure, next year. Geno Smith threw for 340 and 3 touchdowns. He absolutely deserved it. Maybe Patrick Mahomes is not that guy. That's all I'm saying. But Chiefs fans, don't come after me in the comments. Jalen Hurts did win Offensive Player of the Year and NFL MVP, but Geno Smith wins Super Bowl MVP and obviously wins the Super Bowl. But thank you guys so much for watching this Madden experiment. If you guys have any other ideas of any other videos you guys want to see, let me know. I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys subscribe if you guys want to see more. And, you know, leave a like because I'd appreciate that. Yeah, till next time, peace.